looked after him like his own son. And just as the king's son and Nelson Mandela became close like brothers. His mother went back to Punu, and Nelson had to very quickly adapt to life in the royal family. And he was treated like royalty. He was one of the royal members of the royal family. And he learned some of his greatest leadership lessons at Jongi Taba's court. The king's name was Jongi Taba, and Nelson used to call him Uncle Jongi. People would come, the men would come from all over the land, whether they were rich people, poor people, important people. They would come, and they would come with their issues and their complaints and their criticisms. And Nelson would sometimes be horrified at the way these people would speak to the king. And the king just listened. All day long, he would just listen to them. And at the end of the day, he will summarize what had transpired. And if there was a problem that had been discussed and some solutions had arisen that people would assent to, then, he would pronounce that the solution. And if nothing could be concluded, then tomorrow they'll have the next discussion until a solution could be found. Nelson took this idea of listening and hearing people out into all his leadership positions. He took that away, and we see that later in his life. And then he had a Western education, a modern Western education. He went to missionary school, to boarding schools, and they were run by the Methodist Church. So he was exposed to Christianity. And he had a British education. He learned about the classics, and he loved Greek classics. At university, he even read about Jane Austen. So you see here that, by the time the young man was 20, 21, he'd lost his father, he was separated from his mother. He'd see her from time to time.